Wind tearing metal, sirens stroking the sky, a camera that does not look away. Twister does not watch storms. It runs straight into them, but behind the debris and engines, the real damage kept hitting the people, making it welcome to Movixa. These are 10 weird facts about Twister. Fact 1. The set almost collapsed on screen. The chaos feels controlled behind the camera. It was not. Director Jan DeBont demanded physical realism, massive wind machines, flying debris, precise camera timing. During one tense setup, he erupted in anger. The camera crew walked off. Over 20 crew members left the production for most films. That ends everything. Instead, DeBont took control of the camera himself. The lens does not observe the storm, it attacks it. Fact 2. The storm blinded its stars. Many storm shots inside the truck were fake. The sky was added months later with digital effects, but the lighting inside that cab was real. Extremely powerful lamps were used to darken the bright Oklahoma skies. The result went too far. Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton were temporarily blinded. Both required medical treatment. Paxton described it simply: it felt like his eyes were burned. The tornado was digital, the pain was not fact. 3. They needed hepatitis shots in one scene. The leads fall into dirty ditch water. It looked dramatic on screen. Off screen, it was a health risk. Both actors received hepatitis shots afterward as a precaution. Helen Hunt also suffered a head injury during production. Later, when she was called clumsy, she responded directly. The production burned her eyes, and she was the problem. The storm did not only live in the sky. Fact 4. Bill Paxton wanted a darker sequel. Bill Paxton believed Twister could have been scarier. He once described the finished film as a lighter version of something that could have been far more terrifying. He wanted to direct a sequel based on the Twitter State tornado, the deadliest tornado in United States history. His idea was simple: less adventure, more dread. A sequel never happened. Paxton passed away in 2020. His darker storm never formed. Fact 5. The script was constantly written. The screenplay never stopped changing. Writers were brought in during production. Scenes were rewritten while trucks were moving. Joss Whedon worked on dialogue. Other writers polished character beats. Some pages were filmed, then removed in editing. The script was not written once, it was rewritten to survive. The movie adapted like the weather it portrayed. Fact 6. Spielberg stepped back. Steven Spielberg was originally attached to direct. Then the project shifted. It became louder, more technical, more focused on spectacle. Spielberg stepped aside and remained executive producer. He later admitted the truth: audiences came for the tornadoes, not speeches. This film was built for sensation. Fact 7. It is a romance disguised as a disaster film. Under the Destruction is a relationship story. Two divorced storm chasers, old tension, forced proximity. Writer Michael Crichton drew inspiration from real tornado chasers and from the classic film His Girl Friday. Fast dialogue, unfinished love. The tornado is spectacle, the real pressure is emotional. Fact 8. A real town became the set. The town of Waukesha, Oklahoma had already suffered hail damage, and Thumbry was still present when scouts arrived. The production used real damage in the background. After filming ended, the town opened the Twister Museum, props, costumes, memorabilia. Most towns try to forget disasters. Waukesha preserved one. They turned survival into history. Fact 9. Universal built a storm you could walk into. In TNT Universal Studios Florida opened Twister. Ride it out. It was not a ride, it was a simulation. Guests stood inside a recreated drive-in theater set. Wind, fire, flying debris. A tornado formed in front of them. It ran until Friday. The movie did not end. It became an attraction. Fact 10. It made weather. The villain released in Friday Twister had no monster, no alien invasion, no mastermind. Just wind with a budget around $40 million. It earned nearly $5 million worldwide. It finished the year just behind Independence Day. Hollywood noticed storm films, flooded television, reality seas followed. The sky became a threat. Twister did not create a monster, it made the weather feel alive. If the storm still echoes for you, subscribe to Movixa, because sometimes the horizon gets quiet right before it moves again.